I think early on you were really misunderstood because people thought you had anger issues. You got into a few scuffles early in your career. Was it because like you looked at it like, I know everybody's like, I'm a grown man, but you were really a grown man in the sense, I got a wife, I got a kid. So I see things differently. All this joking and kiki you be doing with the homeboys. See, I know you. I know you like that.
You kiki into a
You gonna kiki on something?
into a two piece, and I'm not talking about KFC neither.
So the situation, if people don't remember, there was a situation. I think it was a receiver, and you had dropped it. You dropped the pass.
So I'll go through.
Go through it.
This what. First of all, it cost me about $856,000.
What?
That's what it cost me. It's taken me a while the first time I ever kind of mentioned that, And so what happened, there was a guy, we came in our rookie year together. He was a fast guy. He played in the Arena League. And it was this competition. And for me, competition, I didn't have healthy habits in competition. So when you say, if we competition, we foes.
Oh, right.
Ain't no
I
team.
understand we both on Carolina, but we
ain't on the same team because you're trying to get my job.
Right.
And so we were playing, and Muhsin Muhammad's running the film. And so we used to grade ourselves, and Dan Henn's offense coordinator, so we're grading ourselves. And the guy says, he's sitting right behind me. We're sitting in our chairs in our receiver room. And we had a few run-ins earlier that year.
Okay.
So it was basically, he didn't like me, I didn't like him. It was a known fact.
So normally in a situation like that, you kind of avoid each other. You're teammates, but I don't really fool with you. You don't fool with me. So
I'm gonna let you. If I don't like you,
yeah. So but you avoid. Hey.
No, if I don't like you, I'm gonna let you know I have a disdain for you.
So he and you should avoid each other to keep conflict down. So
I grew up in conflict.
But he ain't growing.
He was from Florida too, so I didn't like that either.
What the hell? Him being from Florida, you being from LA, y'all two different coasts.
Exactly. Remember, I grew up in the Tupac, Biggie,
right?
East Coast, West Coast, right?
Okay, finish the story.
And so we're in a meeting room, and he says it was a pass that I think I caught it and dropped it, fumbled. He goes, "Run that back." Man. So what does Moose do?
He ran it back.
He ran it back. And so he says, "Man, don't nobody care about what you say." And it hit me the wrong way. I was already embarrassed. I didn't play well.
Right.
That was about me. It wasn't about him.
Right.
If I'm being honest, just straight up. And so when he did that, and I'm not justifying, I'm not trying to make it a joke, but I responded in a very immature way. And also responded in the way I always grew up. If you don't like somebody, you don't really have respect for somebody. So I backhanded him because he was behind me. And so when I backhanded him, hit him in the face, and we turned around and he charged me.
That was it?
That was bad news. And so it was. So we had a fight. I mean, he swung, and we've gotten a fight, and then that was it. And then obviously,
you got suspended with 2 games.
I got suspended 2 games, and then he had to get surgery, and he pressed charges. And I turned myself in, and I was charged, and I had to do a deferred prosecution. I think it was 2 or 3 years of probation.
You had to see counseling, anger management.
I was already had started counseling after that.
You knew you had some issues that you needed to deal with.
Yeah, but I didn't know I had issues because for me that's how I grew up.
Right.
That was the norm.
Right.
Right. I grew up when you had a problem, you fixed it with your fist.
Right.
So that was the standard. People say, "Oh, that's not everybody." Everybody doesn't live the same way. Everybody is not raised the same way. And so that's how I was raised.
Right.
You know what to do. Hit the subscribe button and become an official member of Club Shay Shay, where we do something before 2 something.